What up YouTube, Topaz Yates back for another review, and this one's to that Lil Wayne funeral, and I'm not feeling this one. It's not awful, but it's not good either. And the way I look at it is a lot like these NBA players and stuff that's out here. Like, it hurts me to sit up and watch Carmelo Anthony and Vince Carter still play to this day. Don't get it twisted, they probably need to go ahead and get them checks. It is what it is, man. But yet, at one point in time, those individual basketball players were some of the most feared basketball players on the planet. And they did a whole bunch of work that will be memorable for years and years and years. But they clearly don't have that no more. They're just running out the clock at this point. And that's exactly what Lil Wayne is doing with this, man, because you can tell he's clearly lacking the creative energy to do something unique. On top of it, he's doing the same formulas of bars consistently, man, and the songs just isn't of the caliber of what he used to do. It's a lot like when you see Jay-Z, you seeing Eminem, you seeing these individuals still putting out music. These individuals were at such a high level, it would be best for them to walk away and guide the youth and honestly make all of your money on the business end instead of constantly releasing new music when you clearly just don't have that energy like that no more. See, but the difference in this comparison is the NBA, you are forced out of the game because injuries, because you just lost the skill set and people aren't going to pay you this kind of money in order for you to keep coming back. While in the rap game, as long as you got a microphone, you can always record. Regardless of if you're making a lot of money off of it, like that's the thing that pushes people out of the game if they're not making enough money to provide for a living. But yet, most people in this day and age, you can still find a way to put out your music and it costs so little that you might as well, but you're ultimately ruining your legacy. See, it really hurts me to see Lil Wayne say, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and grab up these new MCs and do their music in order to keep myself relevant. That's why he got Takeoff, OT Genesis, Triple X on this project. And you listen to that song Mamma Mia, the way that he's rhyming, yes, he influenced Kendrick to create that style. But yet, that's the style that Kendrick has been running with. So you are not doing what Jordan did with Kobe, may he rest in peace. That still hurts me still to this day. Honestly, what hurts me the most about it was Gigi, but yet what Jordan did with Kobe was he showed him the ropes on how that he can go ahead and propel and become better in the game and all of that stuff. Motivated him. He did what he needed to do as he was walking away, as Jordan said that Kobe is the guy that he's going to continue to take this NBA thing forward. But yet, what they do in the rap game is, yo, you're hot, so let me do what you're doing so I can bleed the youth so that I can continue to succeed out here. Like, that is just backwards. Been past this artist stage of his whole career. Like, he should have been into the business side so that we can take back hip-hop from these massive conglomerate corporations that's putting out the worst possible music. This is what we should get from the guys like Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, from Eminem, but yet they keep putting out music and keep being signed to these labels and keep dropping garbage stuff. But you know how I know that Lil Wayne's heart just ain't in it, that he really doesn't care much about this? Like, what exactly is the concept of funeral? Now, what I could have done with the concept of funeral is my first goal would be, okay, give me the flowers while I'm still alive. That would have been my concept for this. But nah, that's not what Wayne did. My second concept for this would possibly be talking about the end of my relationship that I've had with this record label Cash Money forever. But nah, that's not what he did. Instead, this was more just taking in the direction of, okay, it's a funeral because I'm killing everything on here. Something that he would have done as, like, say, a mixtape back in the day. But he's simply just not delivering on the tracks in order for that to be something great. Really, what we're getting off this project is only 2 good songs and a bunch of bars scattered all the way through like Lil Wayne does, but they're the randomized one-hitters that are entertaining, but they don't last forever. Especially at this point, after years of hearing him do these types of bars, I really have lost interest in a lot of these things that he's saying, but they're entertaining for the day that I listen to these joints. Like how he's saying, yo, I been dripping, like it's Visine, which Visines is the drip joints that go into your eyes, but dripping is the terminology that this generation is using. He's pretty much saying that I was the one who started this whole drip thing without saying that it was drip. How he's saying this chick is going to bust it open for him like it's a piñata. As you know, his sexual innuendo bars, that's really what he leans on the most at this point in his career. How he's saying he's a wizard with this gun like he went to Hogwarts, which is a metaphor to the Harry Potter series and such. Like, that was pretty cool. How he said he's gonna pistol whip you until you memorize the serial number on the gun. Like, these are entertaining bars. Not like long-lasting longevity bars that people were always gonna point out like that was fire, but they were good for what they were. But the songs just wasn't there to compliment them outside of two of them. And the first one was that Harden. Really like that joint, man. That production, which was sample-based, sample-heavy, was cool. The concept of this, talking about, you know, he had a woman that he really did like, but yet he allowed the lifestyle that he been leading to get in the way of it. And he says this with bars like, you ride for me and I know I drive you crazy because I'm always swerving. Like, he's making a bunch of like road metaphors on how he pushed away this woman that he actually liked. How he said that they were always sick of your smile and we just gave them the cure, pretty much saying you broke up and now they're happy that you're gone. This song was definitely a solid piece that could have been built upon to make a solid album, but yet again, you only got one other song on this that was kind of cool, and that was that piano trap that had Mannie Fresh on the beat, which that joint was fire. Mannie Fresh did 2 beats. I mean, the other one was okay, and then the only other like most notable producers that would be on this would be Cool and Dre. They did a joint with that production. I don't know what happened with that one. But the title Piano Trap is in reference to the fact that the production is keys and he's having a bunch of trap talk bars that he's spitting through this. No actual like concept to be had. As he's spitting entertaining bars in this song too, like, okay, I'm about to hop on that like an amphibian. And then how the beat shifted to part 2 of this joint and he's saying, yo, I took all of the L's, but without that I couldn't spell life. That was pretty cool, pretty much referencing the fact that, you know, you got to lose in order to live out here. Like, if you're not losing, gaining your own experiences, you're not really pushing forward. Overall, a hugely disappointing project, but to be real with you, I expected it going into it because I've kind of been known that Lil Wayne was on the tail end of his like artist career for the last 3 albums. I would much rather see Lil Wayne building up other acts, building up his own label as he seems to be doing, but yet doing it from behind the scenes and actually putting on people that's necessarily needed and promoting and pushing stuff out there so that we can make this game better than what it is right now. Because honestly, I'm losing all of my passion, to be real, because of projects like this and the upcoming artists just aren't of the caliber that these individuals like Wayne, Jay-Z, Eminem should know. Like, these people should know the skill levels of the people that need to be put on, and they should be in the position where they can put them on and we can begin to take this thing back. But the more they're like this, the less likely that's ever going to happen. Overall, give this joint, man, a 4 out of 10. It's worth a listen, but that's about it.